Hey guys, welcome to Weekly Crypto. Today I'm going to talk about how you can vote for the EOS Block Producer. Before we get into that, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out any upcoming airdrop, hard fork, and ICO. So let's go to the coin market cap first. This morning, it was all red, and right now it goes back up a little bit, but if you watch my previous video, even though a lot of people are very bullish for Bitcoin, I'm not that bullish, at least in short term, about the Bitcoin price. But I'm pretty bullish for Bitcoin in the long term, but not in the short term because of price manipulation. And also, Super Crypto did a really good job in terms of the Bitcoin price prediction and everything. And he talked about the price manipulation as well. And on June 3rd, he posted this this graph in here. He said, we are closer to a decision time again. So that was when Bitcoin around 7,800. So on June 11th, he posted again, and this is how it played out. It got dumped, right? So I think at the time people are pretty bullish. At some point it will go to the moon or whatever, but anyway, let's get back to the EOS voting. Also, you can check back my previous video about the Bitcoin price manipulation that I talked about earlier. And so you can for EOS voting, you can go to EOSAuthority.com. So the EOS Block Producer voting statistic in here right now, we have 3.3467% actual EOS votes. The minimum votes requirement is 15%, so we still a lot to go. And if you decided to vote, there's several ways you can vote. So all EOS account holder can vote 30 block producer. So you can pick 30 block producer you can vote. So how long is the vote valid for? It's valid for 365 days. And this means that after 90 days, the votes are worth 80% of their original weight. So does voting cost me anything? Here they talk about you can voting for your favorite block producer candidate is absolutely free. So, and once you vote, your token will be locked for 3 days. And how often can user vote? EOS account will be able to vote as many times as they want. Every time an account changes its choices, the votes are allocated to the producer chosen. So when will voting end? There's no end date on the voting. You can vote and change your vote as many times as you want. So votes will keep being accepted as long as EOS network is available. So how do I vote? So you can go to EOS voting portal. So EOS portal.io, I think they utilize the Scatter wallet, and there's several ways you can vote. Cypherglass did a pretty good job in terms of like what are the method the best way to vote for the EOS block producer.
My own, I'm going to cover the top 3 voting tutorials I've found that vary depending on your skill level and your security requirements. Now, if you're a beginner and you're not familiar with the command line on your computer, I highly recommend voting using Scatter and one of the many EOS voting portals that are available, like eosportal.io. I'll link in the description a video tutorial directly from the creator of Scatter, NS James, who walks you through step-by-step what you need to do to vote alongside using eosportal.io. Now, if you have a lot of tokens and you're looking for something that's more secure, I highly recommend a fairly easy-to-use offline voting tool from Tokenica. There's a step-by-step guide that they've put out, including a video that will walk you through the entire process. Now, why would you want to vote offline? Well, you see, when you vote online using something like Scatter, you're importing your private keys into a computer that's online. So if you happen to have malware or a virus on that computer, it's possible, although unlikely, that your keys could be stolen and you could lose your tokens. So by voting offline and doing that entire process on a computer that stays offline, you can totally eliminate the risk that any malware on that computer is going to steal your tokens. Now, if you're super familiar with the command line on your computer and want to be even more secure, I highly recommend the offline voting tool from EOS Canada. You can download the source code on your own, compile it yourself, and run it on your local machine to make sure that everything is 100% secure. I put a link to that in the description below as well, so take a look if you're an expert and ready to dive in. So those are the 3 best ways to vote for EOS Block Producer candidates that I've found online out of the dozens of tutorials that exist right now. Now remember, before you vote for block producers, remember to ask them the tough questions like, are you independent from other block producers? Who owns you or who's invested in your block producer? And are you running on cloud infrastructure or have you invested your own money into dedicated infrastructure that's going to keep the EOS network online and secure? By asking these questions, you can help ensure that only the best block producers who have the best interests of the network in mind are elected to run the EOS network. It's very important and something that you shouldn't take lightly. So go out there, do your own research.
So, so also, Cypherglass also has a bounty about the hardware wallet. Currently, we don't have a hardware wallet for EOS, right? And the ledger and also the Trezor do not have it. And I think they keep, let's play this video.
This is a Ledger Nano S, and this is a Trezor. Now together, these are the 2 most popular crypto hardware wallets that allow you to store your tokens and coins securely. But there's a problem. You see, neither the Ledger Nano S nor the Trezor currently support the EOS mainnet tokens, and that means you can't securely store your EOS on a hardware wallet yet. But what if we could change that? Today, I'm excited to announce a $100,000 bounty to fund the development of both a Ledger Nano S app and a Trezor app to store your EOS tokens. That's right, we're putting up $100,000 of our own money to ensure that EOS is supported on both the Ledger Nano S and the Trezor. Now, if you're a developer and are interested in trying to claim one of these bounties, the rules and how to enter are in the description below. Now, at Cypherglass, we're committed to the health of the EOS network.
So if you're one of the developer, you can utilize this bounty. So let's get back to the voting. Another tools you can use for voting is Greymass. You can use that for voting as well. And I think EOS, I think EOS Cafe did a video how you can vote using the Greymass. So I'm not, I think I will play this video a little bit and then I will put the link below if you want to vote.
Go right to their releases pages. The link will be in the description. Well, download the DMG file as I have a Mac here. They have files for different OSs. And I will open up the DMG, let it verify.
So I'll put the link below if you're interested using Greymass to vote as well. And let's see. So let me know if you're going to vote for the block producer. So and which block producer you're going to vote and which tools you're going to use for voting. Oh, by the way, EOS Canada has their own voting tools as well. You can download it. This is more technical side and you have to type the command and all that. But this is offline, and if I decided to vote, I probably will use this route. But you know, for most people, just use simple version like Scatter or Greymass. It will be easier. Yeah, so let me know, are you going to vote for the block producer, and which block producer are you going to vote for? And you can vote for 30 block producer. So when you vote for the block producer, please bear in mind that if the block producer have their own infrastructure or they use a cloud Amazon Web Services. So it's better to have their own infrastructure rather than rely on the third party. Also, who is backing this block producer? So we have to look in the detail how much they have been contribute in terms of block producer and all that, and also we have different nooks around the world. You have EOS Canada, you have EOS New York, you have EOS, you have EOS in Brazil and all that. You have different nodes, so you don't rely on just one node to run your network. So that is the key thing too, right? And so let me know what you think about whether you can vote. And another thing is, please bear in mind, if you vote, you have to know your private key. So you have to vote at your own risk, basically. And the vote is depending on how many EOS you have in your wallet. So if you have more EOS, your vote will have more weight. But so just comment below, are you going to vote, and which block producer you're going to vote, and which method you're going to use for voting. If you find this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and also share with your friends. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out those airdrops upcoming half-up or ICO. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Investing in ICO has inherent risk. Make sure use your due diligence. Remember, we the people take control of our money. Stay wise, stay safe, peace.